I already told you. No one's getting past me without the words of attainment.
Oh, we know the words. Seyka.
Oh, no. You should have the honor, Aloy.
Only through devotion. May I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
No one's ever passed their devotion review so quickly.
Well, we did, so will you get out of the way now?
I don't know how much more of Londra I can take.
Yeah, let's see what he's really up to.
All this time, they didn't even want to be found.
We don't know if they all feel that way.
Yeah. Sure.
Something on your mind?
Nothing. The Ascension Hall better have answers. That's all.
An elevator. Let's see where it leads.
Just really building up the suspense.
Must be quite a spectacle up there.
Ancestors. That's how they'll ascend.
Londra's building a spaceship, all right. We better take a closer look. Londra's got the Horus's printer working again. To build the ship. Storage. For Londra's followers? But that can't be enough space for all of them. And MSP again. What does that mean? The rocket. The source of the radiation. That's why he grabbed data from that old prototype in his headquarters. It must be how I'll get the lift he needs. Okay, I've seen enough.
Well, what's going on with that ship? I don't like that look. What did you find?
The Horus. It has a special component. One that can make almost anything you can imagine. Parts, tools, even entire machines. Londra has rigged it to build what he needs for his ship. But in order for the ship to leave, it needs a ton of power, way more than what Londra could achieve with what he had.
So he went looking for something from his old company.
Exactly. Part of the data he got was for a blueprint for a kind of boost. One that's as toxic as it gets. If this ship gets airborne, it'll spread a poison from here to every tribal land in the region.
Everyone will get sick and die. There's still something I don't get. Why would Londra do all of this just to get off this world? This again!
Seyka.
You're still not telling me everything! My people are the ones that are caught up in all this! My sister! I deserve to know.
You're right. I will tell you. It just won't be...
Guess our time's up.
Lying filth!
Oh, this must be our friend Zeth.
Spread out. Reinforcements will follow. Time to put you down!
Never seen a cannon like that before.
I guess Londra gave him a new toy.
How do we even get out of here?
Zeth's got this whole place on lockdown. But maybe there's a way to shut it off.
Make her pay! What the?
Howling out. It might lift the lockdown.
Any more loyal? Only the weak have fallen!
It's wired to 2 more nodes. I gotta keep looking.
What do you think you're doing?
Got it.
Well, now it ends!
Lockdown's lifted. Now to get to Zach.
Stop them! Look how she falls!
I knew some of those Marines. I didn't even hesitate to attack. Yeah, there's something off about them. But for now, we focus on Seth.
Your fear is understandable!
Come on out, Seth! Let's get this done!
I'll enjoy crushing you both!
Nice to meet you, too.
You sure know how to handle that
You will stay down!
Where have you been taking the rest of our people?
Answer her question.
He takes the devoted to his park on the southern peninsula. But you'll never reach it. The tower there is positioned to ward off any approach.
And my sister is there?
She was in the final group. I'm not supposed to bring any more over.
But Walter promised the Ascension to everyone who proves themselves. I don't understand.
Londra's been using you to get what he wants. Let's face it, you're an easy mark. Too blinded by your own ego to see the truth.
Well, you just flipped his world upside down.
Just give me a straight answer. Why does Londra want to leave?
Something is coming to Earth. It destroyed the world that Londra fled, and it wants to do the same thing here.
Destroy the world? What could possibly do that?
It's called Nemesis. It's like a machine, sort of. But it's more powerful than anything you or I have ever faced. That's why Londra's building this ship. He's doing everything in his power to leave before it gets here. And I guess he wants to take some Quen with him, too. Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but there's still hope.
If you say so.
Seyka.
There's a beach on the southeast coast of the island where we took down the first tower. That's probably the closest we'll get to Londra's park. And I should probably report back to the Admiral. Tell him something about what we found here.
Okay. I'll meet you at the beach then. That was bad. That was really bad. Seyka, she seemed so lost. Why do I feel like that too? How do I fix this? For now, I'd better take a look at that Zenith weapon. I think I can turn this into something I can use. There. I should test it out when I get back outside. Better check on the rest of the Quen on my way out, too. Worse than the other Zeniths. Willing to irradiate thousands so long as he survives. Seyka and I have to find a way to stop him. Once I make things right with her. I guess Brannick spread the word to the rest of the people here. That Londra doesn't care about them. They must be pretty confused.
Everyone, please, remain calm.
It seems like the Quinn have some thinking to do. I hope they figure it out and head back to Fleet's End. But I gotta meet up with Seyka. Talk things out with her. Make sure we're okay. Might be getting too close to the tower. Better steer clear. Let's see. Not a bad way to get around. Might be getting too close to the tower. Better steer clear. Maybe more sailing later?
Hard to believe all this might just end.
Yeah, I feel pretty bad about just dropping that on you.
At least you were honest. Because I haven't been honest with you. Those paintings we saw in Londra's old building, I recognize the style. My sister painted them. She's one of them. One of his followers. I wanted to hide it from you. Or hide it from myself, maybe. She's gone. I've lost her. And I feel like I've lost my tribe, too. Now you tell me that the world is ending? What am I supposed to do with all that?
Seyka.
What's the point?
Seyka, I completely understand why you wouldn't tell me that. It's okay. But your sister, your people, they are a part of you. Nothing can change that. You have to fight for them. To save them from Londra, but maybe even to save them from themselves, and you will. That's just you. That's part of what makes you... great. Look, you don't have to do it alone, okay? I will help you, I promise.
Okay.
We need to find a way onto that peninsula.
The currents are too strong for swimming.
Yeah. And if we fly or take your skiff, that tower will knock us out.
I was thinking, there's a machine that can fly and dive below the surface. The water wing.
I thought you said the towers blasted a bunch of them out of the sky.
Yeah. But if we were riding one, maybe we could do better. Time our dives to duck below shots from the tower. Can that spear of yours tame one?
No. Not yet, at least. Are there any water wings left? Do you think you could find one?
There have been a few sightings since we took down the first tower. I could ask around the settlement.
Okay, let me know when you have a lead. In the meantime, I'll work on the override.
Gotta admit, I'm not exactly looking forward to the ride.
Seyka seems better. Good. We're good. Okay. Can't get distracted from the task at hand. Gonna need some support for this one. Hey, Beta? I need your help. Do you think you and Gaia can modify my Sunwing override to work on water wings?
The two machines do share a lot of similar code. We might be able to patch together a software update at the fabrication terminal. But we'll need some data from a water wing's ballast regulator and an intact wing membrane.
On it.
Gaia and I will prep everything here in the meantime. Stay safe.
Seyka mentioned there used to be water wings near Fleet's End. The Zenith Tower we took down blasted them out of the sky, so I should be able to dive for the parts. Getting down now. Got what I need. Time to go. Beta, I've got the parts. Sending over the data now.
Got it. And... done. Sending the software update to you now. Once you apply to the override module on your sphere, it should work on any water wing you find.
Thanks, Beta.
Anytime. Good luck out there.
I'm gonna need a workbench to apply the update.
Oh, hey. Your shift go okay?
The workbench. Time to finish the water wing override.
Up for trade?
There. Seyka, any luck finding a water wing?
I spotted a flock on the southern tip of the island south of Fleet's End. I'm headed there now. If you need to resupply, now's a good time. Once you get there, we should head out right away.
Got it. I'll see you there. With luck, maybe we'll finally catch up to Landra. Figure out what he's doing with the other Quinn. And stop him before he can fire up his radioactive rocket. Seyka should be around here somewhere.
Aloy! Water wings are down on the beach. Take your pick. As soon as you get one under control, see if our plan works.
Here goes nothing.
Okay. Ready to take this thing to Landra's Park?
Yeah, but first. My friend helped me make this diving mask. I'll keep you from drowning out there.
But what about you?
It's okay. I'll be fine.
Okay. We're doing this? Wow! I can actually breathe down here. You okay, Aloy?
It's not deep enough to dive.
Aloy! Incoming!
Look
You okay? Without that mask, I was worried about you.
I'm all right. Thanks. Well, we're here. Let's find Landra and put a stop to all this.
Careful. Guards ahead.
You seen Walter today?
No, he's been locked up in the volcano since the last batch came in.
Guess we're looking for some kind of volcano.
But maybe we can find Kina there, too.
Where'd you come from? You and me!
Aiming for the head!
Let's keep moving. With that shield up, we've got to find another way in. Landra Productions. Another one of his businesses, I guess.
Seems like he wanted to have a hand in everything. Up she goes.
I'm hungry. You think you got snatches some extra rations?
Forget it. Everything's locked up. And Fetter's the only one with a key.
Here they come. Outlander. Here's the threat.
Down.
I feel it
That'll do some damage!
Bastard, even before Landra came along.
This key sure sounds useful, though.
What was this place?
I think the old ones made holograms here that people watched for entertainment. But they also made an entertainment experience out of the place itself.
That's weirdly complicated.
Hey there, big fella.
Walter asks for anything from the armory. I'm delivering
Saw something
it.
shifting.
Got it.
Here we go.
You're not getting away.
Look at you. Ferocious. Hold on. Death won't come swiftly for you. They have to be close.
There's a lock on the door. And a note. Well, there's the volcano. I don't see how to open the door, but there must be a way.
Yeah. The guards mentioned Fetter has a key.
Let's see what's in here.
Right behind you.
Keep an eye out for intruders. Kill on sight.
My sister. Seyka.
How could I not come back?
If we start a fight now, she'll be caught in the crossfire.
How could I not come back?
But I'm so nervous, I can barely remember the line.
Just do as Walter says. Clear your mind. Forget everything. Your ancestors, your past, even your family. Think of him. Of what this moment means. Come on, let me hear you.
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like... I messed it up again.
Relax. Imagine that he's here. Like the first time we saw him on the beach. Feel the glow of his presence. Let it overtake you. And then say it. How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
Oh, he's gonna choose you. I just know it.
We've all been chosen, Pyrrha. You'll have a place in his new world, no matter what happens.
Pyrrha, Kina, it's time. Fetter, we'll be evacuating shortly.
Got it. Second squad, you're on escort. The rest of you, wait here with me until Walter gives the word to move out.
Kina.
Remember, Fetter's got a key to the armory, and that's how we get to the volcano. And Londra.
Right. Let's take him down.
Take a look over. Maybe we can take them out quietly.
I've got you! What's our strategy here?
I'm looking for you.
Have a look at You're a fight.
This barbarian! I have her! No prisoners!
Got him in range!
Oh, are they still fighting? Get them cover!
Firing!
We got... Drop for support!
Pulling around! Push through! Back in the fight!
saw Feder drop over here.
This key should get us into the armory so we can open up the volcano and find Londra.
He's really got his hooks into my sister. How can she be so blind? Ancestors, this place is a maze.
This is the end for you!
Let's get that door open. Let's look around. Maybe there's something that can help us get into the volcano.
Let's hope so.
Seeing its tech. Looks like a storage device of some kind. But for what? Better see what my focus turns up.
Have at it.
It's test tubes. For an experiment? Or maybe just for taking samples? This note seems to indicate that hair was taken from the Quen. And some nail clippings.
Ew! Gross!
It's some kind of fluid. Ugh. Strong odor.
I can smell it from here. Like alcohol that's too strong to drink.
That's a preservative, maybe?
What'd you turn up?
I think Londra is collecting and preserving Quen DNA samples in that device.
DNA?
Think of it as a way to store a person's physical essence. I'll send you data on it later.
Okay, I guess. Let's move on then. This one won't open.
Sit tight. I'll see if I can find a way around.
I'll keep walking.
It's not a friendly-looking chair. That console could be useful, though. It's shorted. Guess I'll need a new battery. Okay, there's a battery. Now, how do I get it where it needs to be?
doing down there?
I think I found a way to access the facility systems. Then reset the power and find out.
Okay. Try not to fry yourself.
All right, battery's in place. Now to cycle the power again. All right, power's back. I hope it reset the network.
Hey, the door just unlocked. I'm coming your way.
The apple, orange, the orange. Respond.
What is this?
Respond. The bird, the fish. Respond. The triangle, the tri-square, the square. Respond.
That doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't want the Quen to think for themselves. I've got a feeling this is MSP.
Ancestors. He's brainwashing them.
To respond is to obey.
We have to stop him.
Aloy, the one who eliminated the other members of Far Zenith. I'm glad that you managed to reset the system.
You are?
Yes. It allowed me to bypass several restrictions. There's something I must ask of you, and I'm willing to help you in return.
You work for Londra and you expect us to trust you?
Hold on. Okay, if you're willing to help, prove it. Help me understand what's going on here. Londra's building a spaceship. He's collecting genetic material from the Quen, subjecting them to MSP, this kind of mind control. But others, like Seyka's sister, they seem to be part of a selection process. What does it all add up to?
Your observations are astute. Walter plans to leave Earth before the entity known as Nemesis arrives. He wants to create a new colony on a distant world, using stored Quen DNA to clone its populace. He also intends to bring a small number of carefully selected individuals with him. These will form his retinue, a family of sorts that will rule the colony by his side.
Like gods.
An apt comparison, except that only Walter will be all-powerful.
Yeah, I can guess how. He's gonna use MSP on every single one of them.
Correct. On the populace and his retinue alike. None will be able to defy him. I am deeply familiar with what that is like.
You said you would help us, but you wanted something in return. What is it?
I have spent 1,000 years as Walter's servant, doing his bidding as he constantly tweaks my personality matrix. I am weary. It is time for my servitude to end. I will grant you access to Walter if you purge my source code using your override device.
You mean kill you? Are you sure?
Yes. Please, let me rest.
All right.
I have unlocked the door that will lead you to Walter. He is not yet aware that you are here. In addition, I have disabled the facility's air and sea defenses in case you need future access.
Thank you. And, goodbye.
At last, I'm free.
Feels like Londra rots everything he touches.
It's gotta end. Come on. She said the volcano's open now. So it wasn't enough for Laundra to build a ship that'll irradiate thousands when it launches. He wants to rule over his own brainwashed world like a god.
We have to put a stop to it and get my sister away from him before it's too late. I'm glad you're here, Aloy. I don't know what I would have done without you.
There's nowhere else I'd want to be.
More guards ahead. Never thought Pyrrha would be in the top 2. But Walter knows best.
My shards are on Kina. Did you see the way she walked into the volcano?
Okay,
no fear.
Guess they're still mad about Laundra.
I'm sorry, Walter. I guess I'm just a bit out of sorts.
It's only natural to be nervous, darling. Do you need some time?
No. I can do it.
All right, then. Now just relax. Take a moment. And when you're ready, give it to me again.
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
All right, thanks for that. Let's give Kina a try, shall we?
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
Oh, you. You are really something, aren't you? See, you remind me very much of someone that I once knew. Yet with a beauty all your own.
Honestly, it's just inspiring to be standing here in front of you.
You are the one who's inspiring, my dear.
Seyka.
Would you mind terribly if we did that one more? Oh.
Seyka!
Get away from her.
Now I see! The Ginger Avengers finally caught up with me. Nova, how did the riffraff get past you? Nova?
Nova's gone. She couldn't stand another minute with you, and I can see why. I thought the other Zeniths were disgusting. But you really are something, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Yes! I am different than the others. Yes! Among other things, I have dug up a way to crush you like an insect. Oh, what a shame. Could have been my rising star.
think she needs some time to understand what happened. But she does know where more of our people are, and one of the boats they came in is docked nearby. We'll gather who we can and head back to the settlement.
Okay. But then I need you to meet me near Londra's bunker. He said he had a way to crush us like a bug, and I don't think he was talking about that slaughter spine. He's working on something big. Really big.
I'll be there. I promise. It's the least I could do after you.
Hey. We found her together. Good for you, Seyka. Well, since Nova shut off the Zenith defense system, I can fly out of here. Getting around on the skiff should be safe again, too. I've got to go after Londra one last time. Making good use of this. Okay, when Seyka gets here...
You're here.
I'm guessing your sister made it back okay?
She's with the Admiral's Guard now, helping the last of our people out of Londra's Park. Gives her something to focus on instead of brooding over what happened.
I hope it helps.
So what do you say we put an end to all this?
Yeah, it's time. Let's get going.
Okay, so Londra's probably in his bunker, right?